And so we begin with the two brothers practicing their sword skills, just as a spaceship ends up crashing into the city. Now, before their mother can stop them, they go to investigate said spaceship. You know who's... What the heck am I even thinking? There's no real logical way that this can happen. This is a dead scenario. The boys wouldn't give a damn about the child. Even then, if the child were to, I don't know, land during a full moon, the boys wouldn't hesitate to kill him. The only way Goku logically would survive is if his tail got cut off. And even then, he's not Goku in this timeline. I'm going to stick with the name that I used in the other timeline. Check that out after this. Axel. That's what the mother would, if adopting Kakarot, probably name him. At least, that's what I would name him if I was in her position. So, upon finding the child, the boy wouldn't give a damn. But after bringing the child back for some strange yet apparent reason that has absolutely no logic, the first time the Ozaru comes out, the boys would slaughter him. You have sons of Sparda who survived a hell of a lot. So, what the heck happens in this scenario? So, before we get into this, I want you all to comment below. If you are really interested in this timeline, I know at least one of you is. Tell me logically how this would play out. How logically would Kakarot not only survive landing on his own, how logically Kakarot would get the head hit because the Saiyan programming is dangerous, so to continue the timeline, he would have to have his Saiyan programming, meaning everybody's gonna die when he gets old enough to understand what he has to do on this planet. You know, dead scenario. How would he survive on his own until DMC 3? And how would he live against Dante and Virgil, because the second that Ozaru comes out, two demon hunters end up seeing a giant monkey demon. Kill him like the rest. In Devil May Cry's Earth, I just don't see how a Saiyan child is even gonna survive. Because if Dante and Virgil don't fight him, demons will. So, contrary to how I usually do these, Schmidt, roll a screen where you tell them what's up. We're gonna start this with somehow the baby getting to their house, somehow the mother naming him Axel, somehow the Ozaru growing in their backyard. And what this child would do is get his tail cut off. Get lucky enough that Dante would lose his shit and just wanna hurt the kid. Naturally, this works and Virgil stops Dante from killing him, because he's reverting back to being a human child once again. I say human because neither of them know what the hell a Saiyan is. Learning about the tail, though, this early, would prevent things in the future, and when Dante, Virgil, and Axel go their separate ways, Axel would go off on his own and try to learn a bit about this Sparda and about this energy he could probably feel inside. I mean, that monkey had to come out of somewhere, so he would get strong on his own. It's after Devil May Cry 3 and 1 that Axel comes into play in this timeline. The first time we see him is in the god-awful DMC 2. Yeah, that was the hard pass of all the Devil May Cry games. He ends up hearing about stories in this village he comes across, and he meets Lucia, who, with the help of whoever people, the organization, which we only see the grandma, yeah, DMC2 is a bad game, but the organization that once fought alongside Sparda, more members would be alive around this time, and he would be able to paint a clear picture of what the hell Sparda is and what the hell's going on, because he wasn't given an amulet, he didn't fight in DMC3, and he didn't fight in DMC1. So this is where he's getting all that story from. Instead of Lucia, it's Axel that meets Dante, and because of his background, we actually care a lot more about this character, not this stupid redhead bimbo. Well, look who's finally decided to show up. Long time, Dante. How's Virgil doing? He's in hell. Kinda deserved it. Plus, he stopped me from pulling him out of hell, so he's happy where he's at. Oof, that's kinda sad. But, I'm actually here because I kind of need your help. Well, not really me, I can handle it on my own, but it's all my friends that need your help. This video is short because DMC2 would go about the same. Dante would have his missions, Lucia would have her missions, and Axel would have his missions. But Axel would be privy to that double-sided coin that Dante uses. He flips a regular coin at the end, and lucky for Dante, Dante wins. He goes into the demon world, be revived, what is it? DMC is such a bad. Lucia and Axel fight off what comes to the mortal world, that whole, that guy, that idiot. DMC4 will just continue this timeline whenever I get around to playing it. It's one of the games on my list that I want to play on Twitch once I get to that point, which I hope will happen this year. If not, I hate to say that it's going to last till next year. It all depends on what monetary gains I can get this year, and hopefully it'll be good. The other timeline will continue on next crossover month, but man, maybe sooner. I kind of like how that timeline's going off, so go check it out. It's actually a pretty good one. But I want to see you all comment below on those rough points I mentioned earlier. This timeline is just really hard to logically piece together. I don't want suggestions that fans want to happen. I want suggestions that logically, piece by piece, make sense for a Saiyan to be in this timeline. Okay, let's not lean forward too hard. If you want to support the channel monetarily, check out the Patreon in the description below. And if you want to just hang out with me and other people who have like-minded what-ifs and all that good stuff, check out the Stev Discord in the Stev description. And for more what-ifs in the realm of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, such as certain Skull-themed superhero that I'm going to get to this month, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!